Live.
Yo.
Man to Man Podcast. My man Twampate. Got my co-host, D Butt.
In the building.
What's going on?
In the building, man. Slow motion today. Got the kids in school.
Mm-hmm.
They drag it through it, boy. You know that first week when you come off break.
Man, little mama was hurting yesterday.
Oh no. The internet's not. The internet working.
Right.
But good though, man. What about you?
Yeah, slow motion, man. Hump day. Got a good workout in this morning, man. So excited to get on here, man, and talk some football. Obviously, there's some things going on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into it, man. Let's get into
it. We got super wild card weekend, man. At the obviously this weekend, but it's crazy that we really got through this whole football season, man. I was on Joy Taylor's podcast yesterday.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm Crazy Pod, and that kind of came up. Like, so I know going into it, I was thinking, man, ain't no way the NFL. We had plenty of conversations about it, not having a bubble, not having some sort of regional something.
Yeah,
we got through this whole season, man.
Yeah, man. It's hats off to the league, hats off to the organization, the players. Obviously, you had some bumps in the roads for some teams, but like you said, man, I don't think anybody would have thought that for one, start on time and to finish the entire season, and then obviously going into the playoffs, man. But I mean, like you said, man, the hats off to them getting it done.
Players, coaches.
Everybody, training staff, definitely training staff. Everybody, man.
Training staff, equipment. Shout out to all the equipment guys out there, man. I know it was
hectic.
It was hectic for everybody, but for them, because they are already, pretty on top of, the laundry and things being in certain ways, and the keeping the facilities, the showers, hot tubs, and all that shit. I know that was on times 20 this year, man. So shout out to all them, man, all the behind the scenes heroes.
Yeah. Without them, man, it don't work.
That's a fact.
It doesn't work without them. So these are the people that we don't talk about enough. Obviously, we talk about the coaches, the players, the front office, but the guys and the women that D-Bud just mentioned, those are the people that kind of make it work. And make it go every day. Team chefs, yeah, man. Everybody, man. So I'm definitely salute to them.
I know the teams probably showed crazy Christmas love this year.
Man, what?
Because usually that be it, man. That time of year come around, that's when you really show your appreciation for the staff. The people that help you go through your day to day.
The fat envelopes get passed around, baby.
Oh, yes, sir. Them lists, sometimes it's payroll deduct that you just pass the joint around and sign off. Yeah, I'm gonna take this much out the check this week.
Yeah.
But that's what's up though, man. But shoot, speaking of front office coaches, all that stuff, we had a team, we had one of the team fill their GM vacancies yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Houston Texans. They finally hired Nick Caserio. They tried to hire him back in 2019. It got blocked
that. Yeah.
Patriots blocked that. But they finally got their guy, man. I was with Nick in New England my first 2 years in the league. And obviously, been around that Patriots organization. Everybody always wants, somebody coming from there. Sharp guy, been around the business for a long time, won a lot of championships, been a part of a lot of championships. So how you think that's gonna bode for the Texans going forward?
So I don't know, but obviously the Texans had their eyes set on him. So I think for the organization wise, I think it's a great move for them getting their guy. I don't know much about him, but obviously coming from an organization like the Patriots, feel as though he has the blueprint in his mind of how you can get your team to become successful. You look back at Tom Telesco. He was with the Indianapolis Colts for a long time while we was there. Ended up getting that job with the LA Chargers, and he's doing his thing. So, we'll see. But I'd say from the Houston Texans got their guy. So
yeah, they got the guy. And it's been so much over the years. I feel like it's been so much New England influence on that Houston Texans organizations. From Billy O to
Cornell,
who
Vrabel,
else? Like Vrabel, even when Big V went over there and
Big
played,
V, yeah.
So they continue the tradition, I guess. But yeah, he was with New England for 20 years.
Damn. So I know he worked his way up. Had to.
Yeah, like I said, he was in personnel when I was there back in 09. I'm sure. Let me see when he got there in 2002.
Sheesh.
2002, he served as an offensive coach and assistant. Then he got in the scouting department in 03. 2007, he went back to coaching, so he got some coaching experience, coaching wide receivers, while still a part of the personnel department, assistant, coaching staff during the 2009 preseason, which was my rookie year. What did he do? Okay, yeah, so coaching staff, assisting the coaching staff for the press box. So he and then he worked along with football researcher Ernie Adams.
Mm-hmm. so he been all up and down the block, man. So I know he probably has a lot of good experience from like you said, working with the players, front office. So I thought, like I said, man, Houston Texans got their guy, so they're happy. I'm pretty sure he's gonna bring a lot of knowledge to the organization, to the team, man. He has a hell of a quarterback, so it's definitely
hell of a quarterback,
man. So we'll see. We'll see how it go.
Yeah, they needed a guy who can be creative, man, because they got not a good cap situation. Not traded away a bunch of the draft capital. I don't think they have any first or second round picks this year. So they definitely need a guy who can be creative, man, and figure some things out. But we're gonna see, man. Shout out to Nick getting his first shot to call the shots down there in Houston.
Yeah, shit, man. Let's talk about another opener. Shit, Dolphins OC, man. Gailey, man, resigns after 1 year.
Yeah, and the report came out, I believe, yesterday. He was fired, but then they recanted it. Now he came out today and resigned. I guess they let the old head step down. Chan have been around the game for a minute.
Yeah. So my question to you is, I think this is the Dolphins' third OC, going on their third OC in 3 years. You got a rookie quarterback, right? That you kind of on the fence about.
On the fence about.
So you got Tua. You're gonna have a new OC coming in. How you feel about this situation right now?
You know what? I feel like you needed it, man. I feel like you need it because, whenever we've spoke about Tua for the last few days, it's always been a combination thing. Obviously, it starts for me with his play. It hasn't been good in my opinion. The play calling hasn't been good either. And then the personnel, the personnel around him isn't great offensively. Got a bunch of draft capital. I think you need so many, new offensive minds. The game evolves, man. The game is just, some older coaches can evolve and keep up or stay ahead of the trend, like an Andy Reid or somebody like that.
Pep
is a guy who, back in 14, he kind of got he got the, I think he got thrown on the bus a little bit, but he had one of the top offenses in the league with a young Andrew Luck at the time. I think it'll work out well for Tua to have a younger offensive mind come in if they do go in that direction, which I expect them to do. And hopefully we can see just that improvement, man, because I didn't see the growth. I didn't see consistency. I didn't see confidence in them. So I would definitely want to see that out of them. But it's going to be interesting at the top of the draft. You got to at least have a conversation about a quarterback.
Because unless the organization is like, nah, Tua is our guy. They came out and said,
and the GM said, but
you never know. You never know. Obviously, he can say that now just so that we can quiet the chatter right now before draft and all of that. So obviously, and then you hire your OC. You sit down and talk with your OC, and your OC like, look, and depending on who's available at that pick, He could be like, look, I like so and so better than I do too, or whatever the case may be. But like you said, we definitely gonna see. See what's up, man. We're gonna see what's up, man.
Yeah,
I hate to see you over there sit down, man. Not saying that you on the fence with Tua, man.
I mean,
I still
it's
can't
so early, man.
that.
It's so early, man. I saw Louis Riddick come out. I saw Louis Riddick come out and kind of just speak, kind of what you always say, like, damn, like kind of pump your brakes, give him time. It's year one. He got in there kind of half the year, no off season, all these things. But man, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a part of that. I'm a part of the microwave culture now, man. I want quick. I want to at least see some instant
quick success.
I want to see it early, especially when you're on a team. You're on a team like the Dolphins, where obviously the Bills won that division for the first time in forever because New England's been dominated for so long. So nobody expected the Dolphins to be 10-6. And that was why I went with, Flores as my coach of the year this year. Nobody expected that success. They had the success. I feel like they're a little ahead of schedule, and they have so many draft picks, so much draft capital right now. And it's like, when will you be in this position again? You know what I mean? So if you do want to get a mulligan on Tua, then you know how I feel. I'm a little hesitant with them lefties. So if you do want to get a mulligan, this is gonna be your best opportunity, your best shot in a while. And being a damn, I don't have my Dolphins hat on.
Yeah, because you ain't, bro.
Being a lifetime Dolphin, we know how long it's been since we've had that star at quarterback. We've been waiting on it since Marino, really. So that's kind of why I'm on the fence, man.
Nah, I feel you. Like I always said,
best.
I just thought they jumped the gun, man. I just thought they jumped the gun, especially with him coming off that injury. You had a veteran quarterback in Fitz Magic. Not saying that Fitz was going to take you to the promised land, but I thought he could, and again, when they made that change, to Tua, the Dolphins were playing really well. I just thought it would have fit Tua better if he would have just sat behind him for a year, understand the game, get those practice reps, be able to see it from a different vision on the sideline, and then bring him in fresh next year if this what you wanted to do. But to throw him in there the way they threw him in there, and then the way they was going back and forth with the quarterback shit, I think that would mess anybody's confidence up. You know what I mean? So,
Hey man, it's the big leagues, man. It's a big boy league. No excuses, no explanations, man. We took you 5.
Hey, you know I rock with that. No excuses, no explanations.
What round did you get drafted in?
Shit. It's a different breed out here.
Nah, bro, you was out there rookie year.
It's a different
Super Bowl.
breed.
Nobody ain't getting always confidence and this and that and going back and forth, man. Hey, man,
you
get out there.
But to rewind that, I'm not gonna say you ever lack confidence, but that day when you was like you went in the building and it was like, oh, you're not starting, that ain't trigger nothing.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it definitely can affect you, but
that's what I'm saying.
Man, it's a big league. This you're the leader of the team, man. You're the quarterback. You're a top 5 pick.
Every quarterback ain't the leader of the team.
You gotta be. You can't be.
Hey, I don't care what the media says. I've been in we've been in locker rooms.
I'm not saying that's like the general, that guy. I'm not saying that, but you have to be a leader on that team if you're the starting quarterback. You got to. I got to, bro.
I can't agree with that. You know what I mean?
You got to, bro. Even if it's just your actions, even if it's just you got to be, bro. You got to be. There's no.
So at some point, yeah. Mm-hmm. But if you the rookie quarterback coming in, I'm not expecting
Andrew Luck.
Everybody's different. You know what I mean? I feel everybody is different. You know what I mean? So I agree. I get what you're saying. Like you have to have some type of leadership skills. But I'm not going to crown just because you play a position that you're going to be a leader. Obviously, that's what we want in our quarterback. But I'm not. I've been in locker rooms where the quarterback, he was our starting quarterback, and I'm not going to. I've seen it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where just because you're the starting quarterback, just because you're the best player on the team, doesn't necessarily mean that you're that leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel you. I'm saying you're not going to be the guy, talking to the team before the game, or calling the players only meeting, or doing things like that. Like, for instance, when Luck came in, and I got there obviously later than he did, but he come into a locker room with you, with Reggie, with Rob, with Vinny, with the leadership was already established on that team for years beyond that. Coach was already established, but when he came in to be the starting quarterback, like, he got to come in there somewhere. Like, it ain't like he ain't gonna be talking, like I said, but you're looking at that guy in the huddle. You're looking at that guy on the sideline when he throws a pick. What's his body language like? What's his body language like when we down 14, 17 and a half? Like, that matters. You know what I mean? Regardless of if we're dependent on him emotionally to be our guy that gets us whatever. But, you that position, like, if that guy's not a leader, either by example, like Luck wasn't the guy that was going to talk. He wasn't going to be the guy that gets people face and say, hey, this, that, and the third. But you saw him work. You saw him go about his business. You knew he was the number one pick. You knew he came in with the expectation. You saw him handle himself like a pro. And there was a lot of young guys that played around him as well. So he had to lead those guys. He wasn't leading you. He wasn't leading Rob, but he had to lead, Vic Ballard, T.Y., Kobe. You know what I mean? So you got to have a leadership position, I believe, as a quarterback.
I hear you. And I hear you. But I'm saying that, you know what I mean? Just because you play that position, I get what you're saying. If you at the, if you're the GM, that's what you're looking for, the characteristics in your quarterback. Is he a leader? But I'm just saying, when you come into that locker room, it doesn't always happen that way.
I agree.
Do I want my quarterback to be a leader? Of course. But I'm just saying, like, just to be honest and keeping it a buck, it doesn't always happen that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 1,000%. Yeah. And I don't think fans expect, if you've never been in a locker room before, you don't expect a 21, 22-year-old guy to come in there and lead a group of men and be like the unquestioned leader. But, I just think it's certain characteristics, certain traits that you got to have.
No, for sure.
To be it. And everybody do it a different way. I was with Cam his rookie year in Carolina as well. And he was in the locker room with Steve Smith and Ryan Khalil and guys who had Thomas Davis, guys who had been in the league forever. But he had to be, he was thrusted in that role. He was the guy. So, but yeah, talking about let's go to another squad, another leader, Arthur Blank, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons.
He fed up. He fed up with that shit out there. He fed up.
He came out today and said no players are off limits.
Man, he fed up, man.
Including Matt Ryan, including Julio Jones, which I feel like. I mean, I know it's not a for some. I think, matter of fact, I think you said Julio, you would see as kind of untouchable or wouldn't be moving. And I said he was a possible piece that I see moving. So, how you feel about it now that the big man that came out and said it?
I mean, I think, like you said, he had enough, man. He's fed up. You know what I mean? I think that Super Bowl loss is still, hovering over that team. And I just think at this point, Arthur Blank is just like, if it's kind of what you said with Saquon, like, where these guys have this value as far as Julio, if I can get a lot for him, hey, why not move him? But again, it could be one of them situations where he's talking so he can, making guys feel uncomfortable in this situation. But if I was him, man, I got to keep Julio and Calvin really together, though. That's a mean one too,
man.
But
I don't know. I got to think about trying to build a championship team around a receiver being the best player on your team. Now, obviously, Julio has been, in my opinion, he's been one of those quiet superstars. And you really see that the wide receiver position has been a leader for that team on and off the field. But, he's still, I feel like in the prime of his career, got some prime years left. So you have a lot of suitors out there for him.
Yeah.
So you're trying to build going forward. You're trying to, get some more talent, get some more players on that team. I think you gotta you got to fill those cards. You got to see what you can get for him. And now, if you Julio, do you feel some kind of way now? I mean, he definitely is viewed as one of those guys who could be like a Fitzgerald type lifer in that organization.
For sure. We said that. Would I feel some type of way? If I understand the business,
or you just understand business is business,
and that's how I'm feeling. Like, I think he might be at the point of his career where it's like business is business. So it could go both ways. He could feel disrespected because he could feel like, I should be a lifer here. What I've done for this team, for this organization, for this city. But at the end of the day, the sooner you can understand the business of the game, less feelings and less emotions that you'll have when things like this come up. You know what I mean? So for the young guys, man, when you get in there, understand this business. Understand that these teams don't owe you nothing.
Yeah.
So hopefully he understands his business.
Which I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. But like you said, that's an important message. That I think go over a lot of people's head, especially young guys, because you just know your whole life, football. I get right, I take care of my body, I work hard, I lift, I watch film, I do all the right things, and I'm good. But keep your eyes open, man. Understand what's going on around you. Understand how this business operates. Understand where you fit in the business model.
Yeah.
And take that into what goes on. We had this conversation a lot. Had a big conversation about it with Booger, but we talk about it a lot. Just building your business and your brand and yourself off the field and away from the field matters just as much, if not more.
Yeah.
So it's important. It's not that Julio's not like he needs some off the field shit going on right now, but just for the majority of us, that off the field stuff is going to be more important in the long run than that on the field stuff. So, but I'm sure Julio will be.
He'll be good. He's
gonna be good regardless, man. He can fit. He's one of those talents that can go into any system,
offense,
any quarterback, and be good, man. Hey, mate, what if you end up down there with Tua, man? If you end up down there with Tua, how much money they got?
Shit, him, Devontae Parker, shit, that's a.
Ooh, go draft that big boy out of Oregon on that O-line.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, man. We're gonna see. We definitely gonna see.
That business is real. So I seen that, when I don't know anybody in this world who would have thought that Peyton Manning wouldn't have retired and played his entire career with the Colts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you seen the Colts make that move, it was like, oh yeah, this shit real.
Yeah, this shit real. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. Once you and I came into the league in New England, so we traded Richard Seymour. I want to say my rookie year to the Raiders, and then my second year traded Randy Moss. So I mean, I knew pretty early on, like, okay, this shit different, man. I'm seeing Richard Seymour toss grown men like little boys. I'm like, oh yeah, this is more than just football, but part of the business, man. The earlier you learn it, the better.
For sure.
The earlier you learn it, the better.
Sure, man. We talked about the whole COVID situation, man, and how it's been affecting this year, and obviously, I think. From the big scheme of things, how the league has handled it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So going into playoff weekend, right? We got the Cleveland Browns head coach tested positive. I think.
Let me get an update on the Cleveland Browns.
Head coach tested positive. 2 players tested positive. I think I want to say 2 additional coaches tested positive as well.
That's tough, man. After 18 years, and you finally get to the playoffs, and now you're dealing with all this shit.
How you think that affect them on game day?
I mean, I think the good thing about it, if you can find some silver lining, is your opponent. Obviously, you know your opponent very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Divisional opponent you already played twice this year. Literally just ended the season with him, even though a lot of guys were out. But you know what you're getting. So that can help that can help, Stefanski help get whoever gonna step into that role calling the plays. That can kind of help. Okay, this is what they like to do, so we know we on the same exact page of what they like to do, what we do well against them. And even though I'm not out there calling plays, you're going to be well equipped for this. Not like we're playing an opponent that we haven't played in a year or two, or maybe played early in the season. So that's the good thing for him. The bad thing is, man, I mean, you're missing your unquestioned leader at the head coach position, who was your coach of the year.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. Got him to a playoff berth in a tough division. Left guard Joel Patino out still too. Is he gonna be out? Drew, defensive back coach Jeff Howard. So you got, man, it's a lot of adversity, man. But as my co-host would say,
hey, no excuses, no explanations, baby.
No excuses, no explanations, man. So
we got to
next man up.
Next man up. We got to get it done. And I think you hit it on the head, being that you are playing a divisional opponent. You know them well. You just finished playing them. And whatever Zoom meetings they have, or whatever the case may be, how they're getting that game plan ready. I think the guys will come out ready to play. As you know, being in the locker room. These type of situations, kind of get a team up. You know what I mean? Like, look, guys, the people outside of this building, they're doubting us. So let's do what we need to do. Let's focus in and let's get it done.
Wagons.
For sure. And like you said, next man up. So we'll see. But now, it's tough, man.
They aren't practicing either. So but they did play in week 17. They played their guys in week 17. Pittsburgh rested their guys a lot of their guys in week 17. So being that the Browns aren't practicing, so they won't be on their legs and won't be hitting the shit this week, meeting all virtually and shit. So they kind of be on the same page, I guess, physically when it comes to it. But I wonder how that's going to affect the game too, not practicing, not getting those reps. Because I was one of those players, and everybody's different, but I like practicing. I like executing certain calls. I like to see it in real life. Even though it was a scout team, it wasn't gonna be the same guys. I like to still, go through those motions. You know what I mean? Sure. I needed that third down day. I needed that red zone day to see it, to feel it, pause. But so not having that, doing that virtually, and I'm sure guys are probably used to doing the virtual thing now, but I don't know, man. Playoffs.
And shit, we seen early in the year, man. I think who was it? The Titans. The Titans didn't practice. They came out and balled. You know what I'm saying? So
against the Bills too.
I know we used to have a saying where, say we did something the prior week, Coach Dungy be like, look, all right, we're not gonna have, say, week 6, you know what I mean? So most of the time after week 12 is no full padded practices after like week 12. Yep. So I know it used to be like week 6 and Coach Dungy throw us a bone on a Wednesday, no full pads, just helping, right? Thursday, the same thing. We go out Sunday and ball. So our thing was like, shit, we come back just like last week. You know what I'm saying? Let's run it back. So shit, like it could spark something for them. Like shit, they don't practice this week. They go out there and play well. Shit, let's Zoom call this thing again. You know what I'm saying? So
it's gonna be a physical game too, and that's a physical ball club, man. It all starts with the run game, starts with them big hogs up front. Them old linemen like to get that rest.
Yeah.
They're gonna. But we're gonna see, man.
We definitely gonna see.
We're gonna see, man.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. I think what everybody wants to talk about, man, is finalists for this Pro Football Hall of Fame, man. Class of 2021.
Class of 2021. Let me see who we got. So
shit, I'm gonna
hit the first ballot.
Get the first
ballot.
Hit
the first guy. All right, the first year eligible guys.
Yeah.
In alphabetical order.
Jared
Allen. Mm-hmm. Jared Allen. Calvin Megatron Johnson. Peyton Manning, PM, and then we got C. Wood, and this is the first year eligible guys. So before we even get to the rest of the list, I feel like 3 of them guys are locks.
I know 2 for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you always got to ask that question with receiver because how they done in the past with Calvin. But in my opinion, Peyton Manning, C. Wood, And weren't Peyton Manning and C. Wood in the same Heisman?
Same Heisman, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Going from that and then
come full circle,
going into the Hall of Fame together. That's dope. That's wild. And then Calvin Johnson and Jared Allen. Jared Allen definitely got the numbers to get in first ballot wise. Calvin had the impact. I wouldn't say he has a number just because he didn't play as long as a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
But so you think two out of those four for sure?
For sure. Lock,
for sure.
C. Wood and 18 Peyton Manning, for sure. I think Calvin Johnson has a great chance of getting in his first time around. I don't like a hater or being biased.
Man, speak your mind, man. This your show, man.
Yeah, I know. I just want to get I want to see my man get in there. Wheeze. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just don't know. And obviously, how many people they're going to end up. Not sure what that number is. So what is it? Would it be like 7, 8?
Yeah, usually I'm not sure.
Yeah,
so usually I see like 5, 6.
And you still got Torrey Holt. So that was, you
got Torrey Holt on here still.
That wide receiver position is always tough. Always tough. For y'all listening, man, y'all drop who y'all think gonna get in there. Let's round the list out, man. We got Rondé Barber. We got Tony Baselli, Leroy Butler, Alan Faneca. We mentioned Torrey Holt, John Lynch,
Big game,
Clay Matthews Jr., Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, Zach Thomas, and Reggie Wayne. And then obviously got Tom Flores, Bill Nunn, Drew Pearson. I'm on finalists as coaches, contributors, and senior categories.
So Drew Pearson in the senior category?
I
feel like Pearson should have been in by now, man.
Yeah.
That's long overdue. But I think Tony Baselli, I want to say he's in like his 15th year eligibility as well.
I think
I'm not mistaken.
Bro, this is tough. I know
but it's always tough.
I see a lot of chatter about John Lynch as well and Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas was a dog.
A dog. As a lifetime Dolphin, Zach Thomas should be in there. 1,000%. We got Sam Mills. I played a year in Carolina. He's the guy behind the keep pounding, and he had a great career as well.
Yeah.
Passed too early. Richard Seymour, former teammate, Super Bowl champ, dominant. I don't think he gets in the first time around, but he'll definitely get in soon.
For sure. I'm about to put you on the spot, D-Buck.
Oh shit.
You gotta give me 7.
7?
7. You gotta give me 7.
7. No bias.
You gotta give me 7.
Now I got a former teammate on here. I got a childhood fan of Zach Thomas. All right, so we already talked about being 18. 18's in. He's a lot.
Yep.
Charles Woodson's a lot.
Yep. So you got 5.
So that's 2. I think Torrey Holt should already be in. I'm gonna go Torrey.
Okay.
Torrey got to be in. It's tough. Faneca was a dog. Rondé was a dog.
They be shitting on Leroy Butler, man.
Leroy Butler was a dog.
Oh, yo, like,
damn.
It's tough.
I'm going Reggie. Gotta go Reggie. Reggie got dude. I can't put 3 receivers in. So damn, is Calvin gonna miss the first cut? All right, so I gotta go Reggie. So where I'm at right now, Peyton, C. Wood, Zach Thomas. Did I say Zach Thomas yet?
Yeah, you said Torrey Holt.
All right, Peyton, C. Wood, Torrey Holt, Zach Thomas, Reggie Wayne.
You got 2 more.
Damn.
Nah, damn ain't in there.
I'm gonna Calvin Johnson, Rondé Barber. I think I'm gonna give Calvin the first ballot, and that's a very, very illustrious for receivers. They made T.O. wait. They made Chris Carter wait. They made 88 wait. Marv,
that's why I'm like,
it's hard for you to put Megatron in their first battle. See, I don't want to hold that against them though, because I feel like they messed up by making all those guys wait. Honestly,
so they gonna change
it this Bruce year. Waited way too long.
They gonna change it this year.
You got to start getting right, man. I thought they was gonna mess it up with Randy too, but they
got that right. Yeah.
Who you got, man? You gotta give me 7 now. Like
that. Peyton Manning, Seawood, Reggie Wayne. I'm gonna go Zach Thomas. I'm gonna go Torrey Holt.
Big game Holt.
I'm gonna go Alan Faneca, and I'm gonna go Rondé Barber. I feel bad leaving Leroy Butler off.
After you said it was maybe doing the
dirty. Yeah, I feel bad leaving them off.
So it's one of the things somebody deserving is gonna be left off, unfortunately. Every year.
Because every year you got new cats coming in. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. And then big bro Rob Mathis kind of mentioned some on Twitter, and he was just talking about the rushers just about to get in there, about to start coming in. As far as I think he's coming up pretty soon. Freeney's coming up pretty soon. I think I'm not T Subs got a while, but DeMarcus Ware coming up. DeMarcus Ware. So even with them guys coming in, it's still gonna be John.
And I got Willie Anderson, should have been a finalist this year too, man.
Shout out to the OG, man. We gonna
shout
get
out to the OG.
Soon.
Facts, but he definitely. Let me see what who, because I saw that list too that Rob was talking about. Let's see exactly who. Let's see. Yeah, he said Ireland. Damn, that Hall of Fame be tough, man.
Tough.
Hey, tell me, sorry, I can't find it, but you talking about it's gonna be slammed with all this Hall of Fame traffic. D. Ware, Peppers, Freeney, Jared Allen, John Abraham. Yeah.
Man, I'm about to Leroy Butler, man. I'm about to check his stats, man.
Leroy played. He played
like 11 seasons. That boy got 38 picks.
Oh, damn. Okay. I didn't know you had that many.
Yeah, he had 38 picks, 20 and a half sacks. 889 tackles.
889. How many tackles you got?
1333.
Woo! Hey. Hey, man. That'd be dope if two of your teammates going there together, Reggie and Peyton going there together.
Man, that'd be
did the Edge and Marv going together? Was the Edge Marvin and Dungy?
Nah, it was Marv and Dungy.
Okay.
Edge got in last year.
So he just getting it.
He just got in. He just got in. But I don't think they did a because they were supposed to walk during the preseason this year, but they with the COVID shit.
With the COVID,
yeah.
Got you. But yeah, man. Hopefully 87 get 87. Obviously, we just had Reggie on the pod. Not too long ago. I would encourage y'all to go check that interview out, man. If you don't, especially if you're a Colts fan, you don't check any other interview out. Go check that Reggie Wayne one out, man. Gave us some dope insight. A lot of things that I didn't even know, about him and his journey and his path. Coming up, college, league. I heard Dungy talking. He was on the
yesterday, right?
Yeah, he was on Steve White and why is my man name slipping my mind?
My Howard guys.
Howard guys, Huddle and Flow. He was on there talking about how Reggie, had to earn the trust of Peyton and Marvin, all that stuff, and how he did that. So looking forward to him getting in there, man. Definitely deserving. 18. Who you got? Okay, we got another list. Alex Cash just dropped his. Who y'all think should get in, man? Let me hear from y'all.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah, Alex Cash list.
Charles Woodson, Reggie Wayne, Torrey Holt, and Zach Thomas. Shit. So we kind of had a similar list. He took Alan Faneca out of mine, and he added Jared Allen. So I like that. I like that list too, Alex, because Jared Allen, man, he was a dog.
All right, so what about this? Now, this is obviously tough for us to not have a bias.
But this shout out
Nelly 757.
Shout out Nelly. It's one of my guys. So it's a coming to Indy. We just got a love for Reg. You know what I'm saying? So we want to see our guy get in.
Yeah.
But I think you spoke on it though, like for Calvin to come in and be. And I'm not taking anything away from it from what he did on the field. A dog.
And this is a now you talk about this all the time because we've talked about Hall of Fame a lot. And we've had obviously some guys on the show that are either going in or should be in or etc. But and it's always a conversation of, okay, is it production, individual achievements? Is it a stretch of dominance? Is it championships being there, playoffs, all this type of stuff? So I feel like that conversation rears its head again with this Reggie or Calvin. If you at the committee, you got to go either or. Like, well, we got one more spot left. Do we go first ballot Calvin, or does Reggie get in this time?
So for me, you can hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
So for me, I'm thinking it's talent and production. You know what I'm saying?
You just keep it individual. It's hard not to factor in them.
Bro, but my thing is, like, we're not playing tennis. So if I get stuck on a shitty ass team, but I still ball, like, don't hold that against me because I was on a sorry team. And especially if I'm playing a receiver or if I'm playing linebacker or something like that, like, you can't hold that against me. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if I'm playing maybe, say we in the NBA where it's, one or two guys can really,
and you just never even make a
playoff or push or whatever. Now I can kind of see where that's held against you. But if I'm playing a game where I'm only on the field half of the time, you know what I'm saying? It's 10 other guys that got to do their job, but my numbers speaks for itself. Like, I think it's what you produce on the field, your talent, obviously, rings or if you had a Super Bowl ring, obviously that's cool. But
so is that the Super Bowl, does that factor in regardless of position for you? Or I feel like it factors in more so at the quarterback position. Obviously coaching as well. But as a player, like Willie Anderson, we talked about, who played a lot of time on the sorry Bengals team.
Yeah.
So, as a left tackle, he gave up a ridiculously low amount of sacks playing against the greatest pass rushers the game has ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't have the the postseason accolades and all that type of stuff. So I feel like that should have been it. But if he was on a Patriots, if he was left tackle with a Patriot, he would have won multiple championships and all these type of things. He would probably have been a first ballot guy.
Yeah,
that's man.
It's tough, but that's where the people who's voting, they got to do their homework.
So if you're on that committee and they tell you got only one wide receiver got to go in between Reggie, who has he's one of the most accomplished postseason guys for sure, and then but just overall career, consistency, production. And then you have a Calvin who, at his height, was more dominant, like I would say was more of an impact player. Like, okay, this is like, hey, we got to have 3 guys on this guy.
Right.
But one of these guys got to go in this year.
I'm going Reggie.
You going Reggie?
Megatron, you. He gonna get in there.
You going Reggie?
Yeah, I'm going Reggie.
I gotta think. I don't know. All right. You going Reggie?
I'm going Reggie. You know what I mean?
Simple. Simple.
So, like you said, like, you know, T.O. waited, like Chris Carter waited.
That, like, we both know.
And
we both know what the T.O. shit. Yeah, we know what the T.O. shit was about, man. That ain't nowhere in hell T.O. should have waited an hour after he was eligible to go in. That was and that's why I think like they give, you know, the media or whoever votes like too much power.
Yeah.
Like that's a guy like, I don't, you know, damn how he treated the media and how he was perceived outside of the game. Anybody that ever stepped on the field and competed against them,
now,
players,
anybody who watched the game, like, you know what I mean?
Come on, man. This dude out there with a broken. Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, that was disrespectful. That was somebody should get fined for that. But yeah, I think Megatron got to be first ballot though.
First ballot?
I think he got to be first ballot. He got to be. Once again, he's one of those guys that if you watch the game, if you knew he was in a badly ran organization, I wouldn't say he was a talent like Barry Sanders. You know, he was he didn't make any, you know, the playoffs. He didn't make any of those runs either. But he was 10 years all pro, 10 years Pro Bowl, out of there. Like you knew,
talent,
okay, that's
talent and production.
Yeah, you knew that's first ballot. I don't care what type of team success he had. I wouldn't put Megatron in that same category, but he ain't far off.
Yeah,
he ain't far off. He was different. So I think he got to go. I think he got to go in first, man.
Yeah,
but yeah, man.
We're
gonna be interesting, man. Gonna be definitely interesting, man. What else we got, man? What other? Shahan's Ward be first ballot? Nah, yeah, not my opinion. Longevity should definitely factor in. Yeah, agreed. Tough game.
Yeah, it is.
RS Sparks 17. Because some people don't believe longevity should factor in.
But I want RS Sparks to expand on that though. Like as far as longevity should factor in, like should it factor in as, you know, going against a player? Because a lot of people be like, oh, he played that long, so he should have stats like that.
So like a Frank Gore. Like a Frank Gore.
Yeah, I got people really arguing me saying that Frank Gore shouldn't get into the,
which is wild because the argument that people have is like Frank Gore was never like that top 2-3 guy for a stretch of time. So if him not being that guy, do you say, okay, he had a 16-year, played more games at the running back position than anyone ever in the history of the game and has been productive? It's not like he was just playing and just on the roster. Like he's been productive damn near every one of those years. Like if you have that, like that his body of work is a no-brainer Hall of Fame body of work, in my opinion.
I don't even argue people that try to argue that. That's when a lot of times I just gotta end my, if it's a friendship, I probably gotta end my friendship with you. If it's a acquaintance, I probably would never speak to you again. I'm walking out the room, man. I'm like, oh, get out of here. Like
you lose credibility. See, I don't agree with this right here.
What's that?
This right here. We got Zachary. We got a comment from Zachary. I don't want to mess your last name up, but maybe Jedson. Gore is a Hall of Famer, but TD30 had a better career.
And a better career. He's probably talking about the Super Bowl rings. So that's why I'm like,
you play with Elway, you play with Shannon Sharp, you play
exactly. Like you probably
not to say that TD wasn't great, he definitely was great.
But you just can't go out there and say he got a better, like Gore top 3. Like
this is when the Hall of Fame you get a bust, it's only you, it's only your face. Like it's about what you accomplish as an individual in a team sport. So I think he wilding with that one. I agree with you, Marcus. He bugging.
Yeah.
Like Zachary Kelson. My bad. Zachary Kelson. What else y'all got, man? What we got? Last 7 minutes. We hollering at y'all, man. What happened?
Oh man said I saw Frank Gore play against the Giants when I was 17 in high school. I'm almost 31 now.
Hey, that's a fact.
That's real.
That shit crazy. That's a fact.
To Frank. That's crazy. Especially at that position.
Yeah, at that position, man, it's tough to play football, period. But running back, and I seen Frank work in the offseason, like from my rookie year. I started working at down here by Marito's.
Mm-hmm.
Man, like hit the work he puts in off the field from my year one. I came and went in the league. He's still he's got another 4 years left. Like it don't surprise me that he's still playing. But that running back position, man, that's wild.
And he said he might not retire this year. He said he might come back next year.
He loves football. Loves football. A lot of guys do, but he loves football.
Joe Thomas is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Tom_Austin10. Another example of a guy who was on a bad team his entire career. I think he played 10, 11 years maybe. Barely missed a start and was dominant from day one, to the end. I don't think he missed a game until his last year.
Mm-hmm.
Easy, no-brainer first ballot Hall of Famer, in my opinion. One of the best to do it. Rodney Henry is Fred Taylor Hall of Famer. Fred Taylor should definitely be a Hall of Famer.
Shout out to my guy, Rod.
Shout out to Freddie T, man. Oh, Rod Henry. Okay, yeah.
And Freddie T. Shit, definitely Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer. Another man-to-man alum. But yeah, I agree with that for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that, man. What else we got in him, man?
Man, let's talk about, man. We got a special guest coming up, man.
Oh, yeah, special guest coming up. We're going to record him soon. We're going to drop it probably Friday.
Yeah. Young boy, man, having a hell of an early career.
Mm-hmm.
Helping his team make the playoffs this year. Ohio State alum.
Yes, sir. Young Terry. Terry McLaurin got voted captain. He's a captain on his team, a young captain on the Washington football team. Getting his first playoff experience.
Yeah.
Gonna be on the big stage, so it's gonna be good to have that conversation. See what it's like preparing for a big game against the Bucks this upcoming weekend. So yeah, it should be a good interview, man. All right, I met him. Bright, sharp kid, man. Sharp young man.
No, for sure.
Excited to holler at Scary Terry.
Scary Terry. So I got another one for you, D-Buck. Is Eli Hall of Famer?
Easy. No-brainer. No-brainer. In my opinion. I know this is another one of those guys that people go back and forth about. But for me, now, like I said, the championships come in much more of a factor when you're talking quarterbacks. And I don't think Eli was the top 2-3 quarterback for a stretch of time in the NFL.
Yeah.
But on the biggest stage, the biggest moments, he beat the ultimate, the Patriots dominated for 2 decades, and he beat them twice at the pinnacle. One to knock them off in an undefeated season, and then the second time to do it again. Undoubtedly. And obviously they had great defenses and other things that went into them winning those games. But in the big moments, he made big plays. That throw to Plaxico, that drive breaking the sack, and that throw to
David Tyree.
And then the second one, that throw to Mario Manningham. I don't know if you remember, up that left sideline against 2 men.
Yeah, he dropped that in.
Wow. So Eli to me, no-brainer Hall of Fame. What about you? What you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's another one though. Phillip Rivers. Man, it's tough. It's tough.
Hall of Famer though.
Tough.
Hall of Fame. He wouldn't be a first ballot guy in my opinion, but
he'll get in.
Yeah, his numbers, his production, his longevity. He deserves that Hall of Fame nod for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Definitely, yeah. He's a Hall of Famer.
Hey, so my guy, he's a Washington football team fan. What does the Washington football team need to do to get a win against Tampa? I was gonna say pray, but my man Ace Boogie said kidnap Tom Brady.
Nah, man, y'all tripping.
Yeah, but nah,
tripping, man. Hey, them dogs up. We just talked about Brady losing twice.
Yeah,
in them offs.
And the one thing you gotta do to affect Brady is to have a good rush up the middle, push that pocket, get him off his spot and make him move. So, and like we were just saying, I think Washington football team, they can do that. The young boy already told him he's coming. Paul. So we're gonna see. Chase Young, man. He
better get there.
He better get there. So I think the D-line play, man, is gonna be key for the Washington football team. And shit, it's the show now, so everybody got a chance.
Yeah, and Tommy boy got to go on the road too. It's a little different than what he used to.
Somebody asking about Mike Evans. As far as his trajectory though, is definitely Hall of Fame. 7,000 yards, 1,000 yard seasons. Definitely, man. Definitely. I don't think he doesn't get talked about as much. But then I think it goes down to like what you be talking about as far as like, has he ever been like that top 2 receiver in the league? Maybe not, but his consistency and the way he impacts the game speaks for itself. So
yeah, he if he stays on this trajectory for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of these receivers are gonna start putting up crazy numbers though. So it's gonna have to be something else that separates them. Separation, yeah. There's gonna be a lot of cats putting up receivers, and how the game is refed and played with the protection of the quarterbacks, protection of the receivers, like cats gonna start putting up 1,500 yards year in, year out.
Yeah.
Damn receivers. Anybody know we got any updates on Mike Evans' injury, his availability this week?
I heard BA say Mike Evans at 80% is better than a lot of receivers at 100%. So
I agree with that.
Sound like he might be a go.
I agree with that. Now, for the fans and the people who haven't been out there, a guy like Mike Evans, like you said, even if he is 80%, for us as DBs, he's still a guy we got a game plan for in certain situations, especially like when we get in that red zone.
Red zone, yep.
He could be out there damn near limping. Like we gotta know, okay, and if we are gonna leave a guy one-on-one, if it's a good enough guy, we cool. But we get into that we go on Friday, we get that red zone, the red zone breakdown. 13 is definitely circled.
And then even adding to that, even having him on the field, then you got Godwin, you got Antonio Brown, you got Gronk. So even having him on the field, like you said, even if he is 80%, you have to pay attention to him. So now, what you're going to do with the other guys out there. Who you going to double, who you going to leave.
Dogs too.
Yeah, dogs. So he has that effect that only certain players have.
Yep. Kind of another guy we talked about, TD earlier. Remember, TD had to go in the Super Bowl. That clip you always hear Shanahan tell him, "Go in, bro, go in." He was like, "I can't see. I got a migraine." Hey, just go in. So they think we're gonna run. You open up the play action. So the same thing. You want to run the ball? Shit, hey, Mike Evans, put him out there, back there at X. You're gonna maybe take that safety's eyes, a little bit, that half a step, and give you a little more space in the run game. But we got a good question from Stephen Mason. Which coaching job do you think is more appealing, Jacksonville or the Chargers? That's the easy one for me, the Chargers. You got a very, very talented roster out there.
you walking into something there.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, you're gonna have to build that. You know what I'm saying? Where you got a lot of picks, you got a lot of money, or whatever the case may be. But like you said, the Chargers, you walking into some money.
Yeah.
To a great situation.
Great situation. Great very good quarterback. Very good talent around him. Now it's going to be about, if you can keep him around him. Then you got great talent on defense as well. Yeah. I know for me, if I'm a coach, I want three things. I want, obviously, a quarterback. I want a great pass rusher. And I want a bookend tackle. Those are three priorities on my roster. So they got two out of the three. I don't know if they got a bookend type lockdown tackle out there yet, but I feel like you can find one of those. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely go with the Chargers. Jacksonville, you're gonna be building around a rookie quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of draft capital. You got a lot of money to spend in free agency, but that ain't easy to do.
Yeah,
not easy to do. But what else we got, man? We got another question. We kind of touched on this other day. Marcus the Priest. How do y'all feel about the Chargers firing Anthony Lynn?
Marcus, my young boy.
Yeah, man. I feel like it was something they had to do, man. It was something they had to do. And, I'm always definitely always rooting for black coaches when they get the opportunity, because enough of us don't. He won me over personality-wise on Hard Knocks. Seems like a great leader, great coach, man. But, he had some F-ups, a lot of F-ups in the way that Herbert played this year. And that team played, I definitely feel like they should have been in a better position down the stretch. So if I was running that organization, it's probably the same decision I would have made, to keep it a buck. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. Not overly excited about it, but I understand that it had to happen.
Yeah.
It was one of them. I think they won last 4 games?
Last 4 games.
Yeah. So
I was just about to mention that. Like they could have kept him, one more year, but
they could have, but it's some guys, it's some good, especially offensive mind. So in that situation, so we talk about New England, who dominated for such a long time. You had a defensive minded head coach.
Yep.
And then he would always go out and hire, the offensive guys, the Charlie Weisses, the Billy O's, the Josh McDaniels, to handle the offensive side of things. If you were coming into a situation like Justin Herbert, and you're the owner, you the GM, and you looking for that coach, like, are you looking for an offensive guru that's gonna come in here and keep developing him, or are you gonna come in and say, hey, I want to get a dog on defense to run this defense, and then outsource and find one of these OCs that can get the best out of Herbert? Which direction do you go, as an owner or a GM?
I want my defense. Bring a coach in who's going to focus on the defense, because not who you have on that staff now. You got a Pep Hamilton that we just kind of talked about, where everywhere he goes, the quarterback play as well. It's good. And then get you an offensive coordinator. Shit, promote Pep to offensive coordinator. Already had that relationship with Herbert,
and he's done a phenomenal job with him.
He's done a shit even in the past. Everywhere he's been, he's done a great job. So I would just say promote Pep Hamilton, let him continue that relationship with Justin Herbert, bring in a coach that's going to get that defense humming, and get a few more pieces around on Herbert. I think you'll be good.
Yeah, I you know what I bring in? Yeah, I can definitely rock with that. If it's probably, if I can get Daboll, if I can get Brian Daboll, if I can get I'm not as high on Arthur Smith. He's getting a lot of
So what about my Robert Salah out there?
No, that's what I'm saying. If I get, I was just saying, if I get some of these like Eric B&B, if I can get one of those guys. They're too good to pass up. No, maybe even Joe Brady. I know it might be, I know he's young in the NFL, but he's doing things early. So if I get one of those guys, they may be too good to pass up. But outside of that, I'm with you. I will go with a Robert Salah and somebody who I know gonna have that defense on point And then, you know, we just got to figure out the other things, especially when you got a talent like that at the quarterback position. But yeah, I'll take a couple more questions. I know you got to slide soon.
Yeah. I ain't got to go too far, though, right up the road.
Ace Boogie, one of our loyal listeners. If you're an Eric Bieniemy, do you leave to be a head coach, or do you stay in that great situation with Kansas City, like a Josh McDaniels has done? He was supposed to go be the Colts head coach, and end up staying. So if you Eric B, what do you do?
I mean, you in this game to have your mob, to run your team. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in a great situation. I got me a ring. I might get me another one this year. I think honestly, I'm gone. I'm gone.
You out of there?
Yeah, I'm out of there. I'm going to a team I can put my stamp on it. You know what I'm saying? Bring my culture.
All right. So with the vacancies available right now, where do you go? You got Jaguars, you got the Jets, you got the Lions, you got the Falcons, you got the Texans, and the Chargers. Right? They all still available. I guess where do you go? If all those teams offer you, where do you go?
My top two, Texans and Chargers.
Texans and Chargers. So you staying away from Jacksonville.
Yeah. Because like I said, I just think with the situation he's coming from, look, he has a phenomenal quarterback play, right? So you go to Jacksonville, you don't know what you're gonna get, right? So
with the rookie, Trevor Lawrence, assuming.
Yeah, you don't know how that's going to turn out in the league. I'm going somewhere where I know that the quarterback play is up to par. Deshaun Watson, we've seen him do it. You know what I mean? Jay Herbert, we've seen him do it. So
proven commodity.
Proven. So that's where I'm going. I'm going where, where I know I can have a guy I can lean on. Justin Herbert, I can help groom. Deshaun Watson, boy, he can do everything. So those are my top two picks. How about you?
Man, love Deshaun. So Deshaun, but it's just you just kind of hamstrung with that roster and the movability. You know what? If I'm Eric B, I would say either LA will be one, and probably Jacksonville will be my second one. I would trust myself to be able to get Trevor Lawrence and build around that with the capital we have. Being around, because he spent some time with a great GM too as well. Veach has done a great job, signing all that talent and getting all that talent. So we got to go do that same thing, man.
So the GM, the owner, I think the what's the owner name out there in Jacksonville?
Shad Khan.
Shad Khan. I think he came out and said that he wants to. I don't know. I need to.
You want to do what?
Let me make sure, because I don't want to misquote.
Misquote.
Yeah, but I swore I read something the other day, and I was like, well, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea, my guy.
Man. Shad Khan says he has roster control.
Exactly. So that's what. That's what I read. But I wanted to make sure I read that right. So
and it's crazy. Nah, man. I
don't want to go into no situation like that.
Yeah. So scratching them off my list.
Right. That's why.
So I'm going to LA, man. If I can't go to LA, I'm staying in Kansas City until another situation opens up. If I can't get that Chargers job, if I'm Eric B, and that's just me personally. I mean, Texas is great because you got Deshaun, which is, I believe, a top probably 3-4 quarterback in the league right now. So you got him, but it's too many other holes on the roster that I got to fill, and I don't have enough capital to do it. So.
No, I feel
damn, Jacksonville's situation looked, but come on, Con, man. You're not even a football guy. You're the business guy.
And that's why I seen that yesterday. I was like, man, he's tripping, yo.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's he should have kept that to himself.
Yeah.
If he really trying to build a winner.
So you got to think about as far as coaching vacancies, how coaches gonna feel about that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But,
So
I mean, when you're the owner, you call the shots. You feel like, and they supposed to be interested in Urban Meyer. So if you hire a college coach, and I don't think Urban Meyer has any. Does he have any experience in NFL? No, none that I know of, at least.
Not my knowledge.
Yeah, so it's been a hell of a long time. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I think you bring in a good GM and you let him handle that shot.
Let him do his thing.
Matter of fact, I'm available. Mr. Khan.
You heard it first.
I'm available. You know what I mean? I can tell you, we can build that damn roster, okay?
Come holler at my man D Buck.
You know what I mean? We could build. Don't be like, don't try to be the next Jerry Jones, okay? That wave is past. Yeah. I got you. I'll let you go out there and tell them that you made the picks that I tell you, but come on, man.
Come holler at D Buck, man. GM, man. Yeah.
I got you. We can make Trevor Lawrence. We can build that thing out, man. I got you. Trust me.
But sure, yeah, man. I'm about to get missing. Man, we appreciate y'all tuning in as always. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe, all that good stuff.
Man. Exciting stuff, man. Looking forward to that Terry Mack interview. Terry McLaurin, Washington football team coming up. That will drop that in a few days, and then we touch back with y'all on Friday. Obviously, we're gonna be talking about these super wild card matchups. Picks and things along those lines. But appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all as always.
As always.
Van, I see Van jumped in here late. Appreciate y'all though, man. We out.